Are you a runner who's experiencing pain on the outside part of your knee that feels tight and could possibly even be sharp every time you take a step when you run? If so, you may be dealing with IT band syndrome or iliotibial band syndrome, a common condition that affects runners. In fact, up to 5 to 14% of all runners experience IT band syndrome at some point in their running career. If that's you, then in this video, I'm going to show you exercises to get out of pain fast, overcome the root cause of IT band syndrome, and get you back running miles without pain or discomfort. IT band syndrome is a very common condition for runners. The root cause of IT band syndrome is up for debate, but here are the most likely culprits of what's causing your issue. So starting way up here at the hip, if this is the outside of your knee, way up here on the outside of your hip, you have a muscle called your gluteus medius. That muscle controls the alignment of your pelvis and also controls the alignment of your knee. When that muscle is weak and you have pelvic drop or your leg, your thigh bone rotates inward, what happens when you bend your leg, the IT band, which is a thin layer of tissue that connects to your gluteus medius tissue and runs down the side of your leg and attaches down here on this lateral bone of your shin, well, it crosses over a point on your knee and creates friction every time you bend your knee. That friction irritates a bursa, which is a fat sac underneath that tissue, and that gives the pain of IT band syndrome. So gluteus medius weakness and lack of control is number one. Weak quadriceps is number two. Improper lower extremity alignment, meaning rotating in of the knee or overpronating the foot, is the final cause of what brings on IT band syndrome. So what I'm going to show you today, the exercises that rebuild your gluteus medius, they activate it, they get it stronger so that you can control your pelvis, control your knee, and activate the muscles in the core of your foot to reduce overpronation, decrease irritation on the bursa underneath your IT band tendon, and get you out of pain fast. Let's dive into the first exercise. All right, runners, this first exercise is a single leg bridge. Again, it's going to build up your gluteus maximus, gluteus medius. You're going to have to control your pelvis for alignment. It's going to work your core, and it's also going to work the muscles of your foot. Here's what it looks like. Lying flat on your back, what you're going to do, you're going to first start by engaging your abdominal muscles. So you're going to try to fill out your rib cage and really push out on your ribs to tighten up your abdominal muscles. From there, what you're going to do is you're going to, using your heels, you're going to bridge up until your butt muscles are squeezed rock solid. Your body should be in a straight line. Now, here's where it gets interesting. From this position, what you're going to do is you're going to maintain position on one leg and you're going to lift the other leg. Now, the key is you don't want to rock your pelvis. Your pelvis has to be able to, if I put a board across it, has to stay dead level. And you're going to hold and really focus, really squeeze tight and focus on engaging that glute muscle. And then you're going to put the other leg down and you're going to repeat on the other side. You don't want to drop in the pelvis. Again, you don't want to rotate. You just want to maintain an even pelvis and glutes contracted. So this single leg bridge really helps you to engage and learn how to control your pelvis while engaging your glute muscle. You want to hold each side about 10 to 15 seconds, and you want to do 10 to 12 repetitions on each side. The next exercise we're going to do is a version of a side plank that's going to really work your gluteus medius, your core, and it's going to involve some dynamic movement to keep it interesting. This is a great exercise for making sure that your glute is active, particularly your gluteus medius, that muscle that attaches the IT band that can be a problem with IT band syndrome. This is a perfect exercise for that. Let's dive in. For the side plank exercise, what you're going to do is you can do this either on your knee or you can do it on your foot. There are two versions. The knee version is easier. So you'd start on your elbow. For me, it's my left elbow and left knee. And I'd prop my hips all the way up into this position. I'm going to keep my body dead straight, abdominal muscles tight. I'm going to make sure my hip is not dropping, but my bottom glute is pushed forward and squeezed tight the entire time. From there, you're going to bring this leg out, this arm up, and you're going to pull. And you're going to drive this leg into your elbow. This works your core, and it really requires your bottom glute to stay active the entire time. Now, if that was easy and you want to challenge, you'll then do it on your feet. So you're going to be in the side of your left foot and your left elbow. You're going to rise up into a side plank, and then you're going to do the same running routine without dropping your pelvis. And you want to do this 10 to 12 repetitions, 3 sets on each side. Now that we've done 2 static drills, isometrics, where your gluteus muscles just have to stay active without moving, now we're going to add in some dynamic movement. This next drill, called the lateral walk, is great for building both your glute max and gluteus medius while controlling the position of your pelvis, your core, and the positions of your knees and feet. We're going to start simple and then add more movement as we get more advanced. Let's dive into the lateral walk. So for this drill, you're going to use a band, and that band is going to go around your feet and then right above your knees. The first thing you want to do when you do the lateral walk is you want to come down into a squat. Butt back, chest forward, and you're going to put pressure into the band. You want to make sure your kneecaps are not inside of your big toe, but instead are right over your second or third toe. That's key because it activates your glute. Now, holding that position, what you're going to do is you're going to take a step with your right foot without letting this band come in. It has to stay out. Maintain that tension, maintain glute activation. And then you're going to bring your other foot to it, and then you're going to repeat on the left side. Step left, this knee has to stay out, don't let it roll in, and drive. So it'll look like this, keeping your knees out, staying in a hip hinge posture, as you can see here. I'm staying butt back, chest forward. I don't want to be here upright, and I don't want to be too far bent over, but it's in a good hip hinge. When you get the hang of it, what you can start to do is take multiple steps in each direction and add a bit of speed to it, and really focus on keeping your knees aligned with your feet and aligned with your pelvis. 15 to 20 repetitions each way works as a great warm-up prior to exercise and prior to running. So you may be wondering at this point, why haven't I gotten out a foam roll? Why haven't I gotten out a lacrosse ball? Why aren't I taking a massage gun to the outside part of my leg? First of all, that's all super painful, and you probably don't like doing it anyway. Second, it doesn't work. The IT band, yes, it can get tight. Yes, the quad can get tight, and there is some value to working out some knots in those areas, but it's not the cause of the problem. The cause of IT band syndrome, as best as we know it, comes from the stability, control, strength at the pelvis, and the alignment of your knee and foot. To change those things, you need better activation, better strength, and better motor control, all things that require movement. That's why I'm showing you these drills, so we get to the root cause of IT band syndrome and we don't just treat the symptoms, which will have the problem continue to come back over and over and over again. Now, the next drill I'm going to show you is called a standing fire hydrant. It's a great running drill, amazing drill for activating both your glute max and glute med, and for getting your alignment right. You're going to want to do this in front of a mirror, have some visual feedback. Here's the drill. So for the standing fire hydrant, again, you want a band around the knees. You're going to have all your weight on your front foot. The knee is going to be pushed out so it's aligned with the second or third toe, not in and not too far outwards. You're then going to take your back leg, you're going to drive it behind you, and then you're going to push this knee out and up, right? As if you were dog peeing on a fire hydrant. You're going to push that leg out without moving this leg, and that's the key. You also want to ensure that you're not rotating your pelvis backward, but instead you're pointing straight ahead. You're staying in a hip hinge and you're driving out. You're going to hold that for 3 seconds, bring it back in, and drive it out. Hold 1, 2, 3, in and out. Again, the focus, pelvis level, pointing straight. The knee is staying out and not moving in. You want to do it on both sides. Drive, 1, 2, 3, back in, 1, 2, 3, back in. This is one of the best drills to overcome the root cause of IT band syndrome. Okay, runners, if so far you're finding value from these videos, I'd love if you just hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get access to more of my videos. Also, if you want to go deeper and you want more information on how to truly change your running form to not only overcome IT band syndrome, but also reduce your risk of injury, get faster, and run at any age, then check out the description below to find out more details about my program, The Running Blueprint, that walks you through step by step a full training cycle on how to optimize your run form. All right, let's dive into the final exercise. The final drill I'm going to show you today is a lunge with a short foot. So I'm going to take off my shoes so you can see my focus here. So here you're going to get into a lunge, staggered stance, one leg in front of the other, and then you're going to drop into the lunge. From here, you're going to add separation to the band. Now this does two things. One, it activates both glutes. Two, it makes sure that your foot does not sit in a pronated position, but instead the arch lifts up because you're activating your arch muscle and your glute at the same time, essential for being able to control IT band pain. So you want foot arch controlled, glute controlled, and you want to sit in this lunge and really focus on gripping the ground with your foot. That's going to activate your foot core. That's going to allow you to stabilize your foot, avoid overpronation in running, because when you pronate, it pulls your knee in, which adds strain to your IT band and adds friction to the bursa. So coming down in the lunge, 1, 2, 3, come up, squeeze your glute, down, 1, 2, 3, come up, squeeze your glute. Again, do this in front of a mirror so you can see the alignment of your foot, your knee, and your pelvis. All right, runners, so there are 5 exercises you can do to treat the root cause of IT band syndrome. Stop treating the symptoms, drop your foam roll, work on these drills, and it will reduce your pain and it will benefit your running form. All right, that's it for now. Be sure to check out the 2 videos on the screen to learn more glute activation, lower extremity alignment drills that can help you with overcoming IT band syndrome and beyond. Until next time, guys, train smarter and perform better.